Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Ally. So today I'm going to be doing a review on some new fragrances I have from Exuma Fragrance. For those of you that don't know, Exuma Fragrance is a fragrance house that you can find on Etsy.com. So if you want to check them out, I will link them down below. But just so you guys know, these fragrances were sent to me. Thank you, Wesley, for sending these my way to test out. I have 11 fragrances that we're going to be getting into, and they're all spray fragrances. So that it's something that you're into, then definitely stay tuned. Now, a little bit about Exuma. They do come in 10 ml and 30 ml, either roll-on oils or spray fragrances. The roll-on oils and small sprays, the 10 mls, those will cost you about $18 each. So just keep that in mind. All of the ones I'm going to talk about are in the $18 price range. So if you are interested in checking them out, yes, they will cost you 18 bucks. And I think these are a really good deal for the quality of the oils that you're getting and for the fragrances. I think they're really beautiful. I think Wesley did a really good job with these. And that's what we're going to be getting into with the first one, which is probably, I would say it's not my most favorite out of all of them, but this one is called Ember. And it looks like this. It's a nice little 10 ml spray. Now this one, I like it, but it's also very hard for me to wear. And the reason why I like it is because it honestly takes me back to my Catholic grandparents. If you grew up Catholic or Hispanic, then maybe you'd be familiar with this sort of scent profile, like going into your Catholic grandparents' house and it smells sort of incensey and a little aromatic, kind of like Vaporu, that Vic sort of smell. That's kind of what this gives me. It's not a fragrance I would typically wear, but like maybe if I was sick and my sinuses were really, stuffed up, I feel like this would be something that I would totally like run off and go to because it's so aromatic and so strong, but it also has a slightly clean, effortlessly like chic vibe. It's hard to explain. It's really, really interesting, but off the bat, I immediately get transported into my grandparents' house. It doesn't smell dated. It just smells very aromatic and herbaceous, kind of like when you open a tub of Vicks. You have eucalyptus, cedar leaves, white sage, sweet grass, cedar wood, and it honestly creates this very aromatic, sort of open up your sinuses. Let me rub some Vicks on you, but you're wearing clean clothes. So now you're smelling the Vicks and your clean clothes. Um, that's kind of the vibe that this is giving me. It's a little sharp, but man, will this open up your sinuses. If your sinuses are like shutting down on you, spray this on and I promise you will be smelling real quick. It's a really interesting one. Like I said, definitely not my favorite one, but definitely an interesting fragrance. I think honestly, this would make an amazing like oil diffuser scent, especially if you're sick. I would spray this in like an oil diffuser to help create more of a aromatic ambiance in the room, which is something that I have done with this one. Actually, I have put it in my diffuser and I actually really did enjoy it. I enjoyed that aromatic sort of like slightly clean vibe. Smelled really beautiful in the air, and honestly, my house smelled banging after I did that. Also, another thing to note, all these are infused with crystals. So that's a nice little touch that I personally enjoy. Y'all know me, I'm a crystal loving girl. I love crystals, I have a lot of crystals in my house. I'm just that kind of vibe. This one has angel aura quartz in it. So yeah, like once you're done with the bottle, you get a sweet little crystal surprise at the bottom. I think that's super awesome and honestly like a nice little touch. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one that I actually really enjoyed quite a bit. I've worn this one a couple times, and I also sprayed it in my diffuser too out of curiosity, and it was banging. This one is called Sauna, and naturally with a name like that, it's going to smell very sauna-like you're in a spa relaxing inside of a cedar sort of sauna. You've got notes of cedar, terpenes, woody notes. You have a smoke note, more cedar in the base, gaiac wood and sandalwood. And this is also a little aromatic, but very woody. And I definitely get the smoke, but it's sort of like this sort of white smoke effect. It's very calming, very zen, a very beautiful fragrance. If you just want to promote that sort of zen-like vibe, this is a very calming fragrance. And if you're into that sort of vibe, then definitely check this one out. This one is infused with sapphire as well. Another beautiful one if you want a sort of zen-like aura around you, or if you put it in your diffuser, like I've been doing. That smells so good. Honestly, it gives me like spa vibes. Every time I come home, I'm like, ah, zen. Really, really nice one. The next one that I'm going to talk about is called Belle. Belle is a really beautiful, light, sort of florally aquatic fragrance that personally I really enjoy. It's on the lighter side, but honestly, I kind of like that because it's really feminine and dainty. And there's something really pretty about it. And the way this performs in high heat, especially, is just stunning. On the top, you've got rose, you've got an aquatic note, jasmine, magnolia, lily of the valley, and a white amber in the base. And the white amber in the base is so nice. It adds a little bit of warmth. It's so refreshing at the same time and floral, but it's an aquatic floral with a slight warmth that's just so beautiful and enveloping. I love the way this smells, and I love the way it performs on a really, really hot day. I've also actually really enjoyed wearing this to the gym. I find that it performs really beautifully in the gym, the way my body heats up, and it's not overwhelming at all because it's such a light sort of aquatic-y floral. So if you want something that's light but beautiful and really dainty and feminine, definitely look into this one. And I also really like this has Super 7 quartz. That's one of my favorite crystals, Super 7, so that's probably why I'm so drawn to this. There's something really beautiful and enchanting about this. It really is a vibe. And the next one that I'm going to talk about is one that I also really enjoyed. I know I'm saying I enjoyed the majority of these, but the majority of these I really did enjoy. This one is called Clean Vanilla. Now, this one has notes of sugar, vanilla, orchid, white musk, and white amber. And this is really, really nice. My vanilla lovers, this is a really fun, clean smelling vanilla. It's literally in the name. It's sugary. It has the perfect amount of sweetness, but it's not overtly sweet. So you could easily rock this in the summertime. And it has this very clean sort of like laundry-like feel, but it's not overtly like a clean laundry-like scent. Primarily what you get is that vanilla in the forefront, but this cleanliness really does smooth it out and adds a little bit of a complexity to it, which was kind of unexpected. I like this one a lot more than I expected, and this makes a great layering fragrance. I really love to layer things with this one because it's so warm. It's a little woody, very vanillic, and very, very clean. Honestly, this should be a staple in everyone's collection if you like that sort of clean, woody vanilla that is easy to layer with just about anything. And this would pair beautifully with all the fragrances that I'm talking about and any fragrance in your collection. Honestly, this is almost like a universal staple vanilla that I think is really hard not to like because there's so many facets to it that are very addictive, clean, and just gorgeous. Definitely recommend this one. A really beautiful fragrance. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one that I think I might have touched on in a past video, but this one is called Tort. And this is a gorgeous gourmand fragrance. You have notes of cacao, candy floss, white chocolate, buttercream, almond, vanilla, nutmeg, and coconut. And oh my gosh, this gives me, if you're familiar with Sol de Janeiro, there's the 71 body spray. This sort of gives me that vibe, but honestly, this smells so much better. There's something a little lackluster about 71. I love 71, by the way. Like, it is my favorite fragrance, like, out of that line, more than Cherryosa 62. 71 is like a gourmand chocolatey sort of version of 62. But there's something that feels like it's missing from 71. Like, it's almost perfect, but something is just missing from it. Honestly, this is like that fragrance, but this has that something extra, and this smells perfect. I really love this one. It's sweet. It's a little chocolatey. It's really smooth, very vanillic forward. It honestly smells like the picture. Like in the picture, there's a, if I could get this to focus, there's like a little cake sort of thing. This little cake dessert. It smells just like that dessert in the picture. And honestly, this is a gorgeous gourmand fragrance. I really enjoy this one. And there's another one that is very similar in line to it. If you want something that's a little bit less gourmand and more amped up in the coffee, then definitely look at Cafe. Now, Cafe is very similar to Tort. It could be Tort's like sister because they definitely have that same DNA, but there are differences. Where this one gives me more of a chocolatey dessert vibe. This one gives me more of a coffee scented version of this one. This is almost like a tiramisu dessert, and this is an actual like chocolatey decadent dessert. You've got notes of mocha, sugar, espresso, biscotti, cream, vanilla, and almond in this. And oh my gosh, this is so nice. Both of them layered together are a dream, and they're both very similar but also different at the same time. If you want something a little bit more on the cacao side, something more gourmand, I would definitely go with Tort. If you want that same DNA, but you want something a little bit more invigorating and caffeinated smelling, definitely look into Cafe. Both are really beautiful. Both perform really well. This one has got a Unakite stone in it, and this one has red jasper. So Cafe has red jasper, and this one has eucalyptus in it. Definitely really beautiful gourmand fragrances. Check these out if you're a gourmand lover. Those are actually really, really nice, and they're really addictive. And like I said, Tort hella reminds me of 71 from Sol de Janeiro in a really beautiful way. Honestly, I prefer Tort over 71. I also layered it with 71, and that combo, dynamite. It gives 71 that something that it was missing, that, oh my gosh. If you smell them together, if you have 71 and you get Tort, like thank me later when you layer them together, it's gourmand heaven. Now the next one that I'm going to talk about is called Daybreak. You've got notes of lemon, tulip. You have a carnation, geranium note, white amber, nutmeg, clove, and citronella, and this is really beautiful. This reminds me of growing up and playing outside and like running through the flowers on a beautiful lush green day. This is refreshing. I get this sort of green stemminess, and I just get a bouquet of all these wildflowers growing outside and this beautiful breath of fresh air. This is refreshing. It's got a slight sweetness to it, and it's very floral with a touch of green. You definitely get that slightly lemon burst in the opening. Oh, but this is a gorgeous, very dainty, very beautiful floral fragrance. My floral girls, I'm a big floral girl. Definitely check out Daybreak. It is a gorgeous, stunning, beautiful floral fragrance that is just dainty, soft, and very pretty. This is another one that is more on the soft side, but it's just done so beautifully. And if you love those soft, dainty, feminine florals, that would be perfect for everyday wear, especially in places where fragrance might not be the most appropriate thing to have, but you like to smell like something, like if you work in a medical office or something. This is light enough that I think you could definitely wear it and get away with it. It's clean, slightly floral, a touch sweet, and not at all overpowering. Definitely beautiful and feminine. Now, the next one that I'm going to talk about is an aquatic fragrance named Lyre or Lear. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Lyre. Let me know if you guys know how to pronounce that. Oh yeah, and this one, by the way, Daybreak has topaz in it. Just wanted to put that out there. And this one is a beautiful aquatic fragrance, Lyre, Lear. You've got notes of peach, you have plum, you have hyacinth, white musk, and balsam, and this is so beautiful. This is refreshing. Again, it has a clean note to it. It gives me like I'm standing seaside on a cliff and I have a beautiful cool breeze hitting me from the ocean. And I'm getting that sort of aquatic vibe. And again, I'm wearing clean white clothing, just standing there, just pulling a whole Titanic moment, like, you know, when she's standing in front of the boat and she's like, hold on to me. It gives me that sort of vibe. Really refreshing, clean, beautiful. I really like it. And there's a slight fruitiness. I primarily get that plum in the forefront. I do get the slight sweetness from the peach, but I get the tart, like, juiciness from the plum that really aids in the sort of aquatic, sweet, fruity vibe that this has. And it's just so pretty. If you love aquatic, fruity fragrances that are perfect for summertime, This is going to be a really good one. Again, I've worn this one to the gym. I've worn it out. It's very non-offensive. If you want something that's going to make you smell good and a little bit fruity, then definitely check this one out. I think this is a gorgeous one and definitely unisex at the same time, but with a feminine lean. Now, the next one that I'm going to talk about is one that I really loved. This one is called Summer Dew, and this one smells so good. You have daffodil, pink daisy, honeysuckle, honeydew, and you guys, like this one. Oh, this is a gorgeous one. If there's one fragrance from this that is like floral that I would hella recommend, it's this one. This one has a charoite stone. I don't know how to pronounce that right, but it has a charoite stone. You guys, this is gorgeous. This is sweet, very floral. This reminds me of like sunflowers. It's so freaking pretty, and this in high heat, gorgeous. This one is addictive. This has a sparkling quality to it that I can't really explain, but it's sparkling and sweet and very, very floral, and it smells like you're running through the most beautiful enchanted like field of sunflowers. That's the best way to describe it. It is gorgeous. It has a slight greenness, but it's not overtly green by any means. It's just slightly green, very sparkling, crisp. Again, there's a slight cleanness to this, but it's not overtly clean. Primarily, it's this gorgeous floral fragrance that is sweet and beautiful and so captivating. Every time I've worn this, I've gotten a compliment. I really enjoy this one. I think this one is stunning, and this is a 10 out of 10. I really enjoy Summer Dew, and honestly, for summertime, I'm going to be busting this one out quite a lot. I've worn this one a bit on cooler days. I layered this with clean vanilla, and wow, so freaking good. This one is stunning. Now the next two are very tropical summer fragrance. This one is called Tropic, and this one has notes of plumeria, which is a very used floral in summer for a lot of fragrances. You've got pineapple, mango, passion fruit, and papaya. Very fruity and very summer forward. There's something about this that strikes my nose as a little sharp, but not in a bad way. I primarily get this papaya and passion fruit. I do get a little bit of the pineapple and just a touch of mango, but I get a lot of plumeria. It's like wham bam, floral in your face, and just this explosion of fruit. This smells like a cocktail of sorts. It's really, really pretty. If you're into plumeria, you'll probably really enjoy this one. The opening is very plumeria forward, very bright and invigorating, and it reminds me a little bit of Hawaii. Really good, juicy vacation scent. If you want something to take on vacation that is pretty, it's got a little bit of a more mature vibe, a mature floral, because I find that plumeria tends to be a lot more mature smelling of a floral to me, personally. Then I think you'll really enjoy this. It is a mature summer cocktail that will smell great on a hot summer's day. Definitely check this one out if that is your vibe, and that is Tropic. And this one has pink opal in it. Really, really cute. Now, the last one that I'm going to talk about is called OBT. OBT stands for Orange Blossom Trail, and this is a white floral fragrance with a slightly citrusy twist. If you love orange blossom, definitely check this one out. This one, I drink a lot of orange blossom water. It's just something that I do for my beauty rituals every day. I love orange blossom water. When I drink it, it makes me feel beautiful. I'll usually make myself like a big tall glass of like lemon water and put some orange blossom in there. And it just is so beautiful. It's like, oh, it's such a vibe. If you've never done that, or like making orange blossom lemonade, it's a vibe. Girls, get out there. It's a vibe. It makes you feel beautiful. You smell beautiful. Like, it's just a beautiful vibe. If you want your mouth and everything about you to smell like orange blossoms, my God. This reminds me of like drinking orange blossom water. It is floral. It is beautiful. It is orange blossom in your face, but it is natural, beautiful orange blossom. It is so, so pretty. Not the orange blossom that you get like in perfumes like Love, Don't Be Shy, where it's like overtly sugared. It's like a sugared over orange blossom. This is straight orange blossom. This is stunning. It has a slightly citrusy feel because orange blossom naturally has a citrusy feel. And if you love orange blossom, this is unapologetically orange blossom, and it is beautiful. Not much progression as far as scent change with this one. It is just orange blossom, and it's so pretty, and it smells so good in the high heat. If that's something that you're into and you want a gorgeous, like photorealistic orange blossom scent, this one is it. OBT, gorgeous one. And this one has citrine in it as well. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope it was informative. Definitely check out the brand. I will link everything down below. Check out Exuma. They are an amazing brand. If you want quality oils in your fragrances, they are a good one to look into. They create some gorgeous fragrances. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. Thank you to Wesley for sending these my way. And stay tuned, you guys. I have a Middle Eastern haul coming very soon with a bunch of new fragrances that we're going to get into. Till next time, though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it informative. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.